Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is not exactly how I wanted to introduce you to our new camper, but this is the way it's going to be for now. This is not it. This is my father-in-law's camper. We're over at his place, and he's been kind enough to move some stuff outside so that we can put our camper in here. So this one is ours. It's a 2010 Copper Canyon made by Keystone. That ain't good, but we knew it when we bought it. We just really liked the floor plan, so we went ahead and got it. It's a pretty solid camper, except for back here. So the roof had leaked in that corner, more than likely from the ladder, but the roof also didn't quite cover the corner, so that could have had something to do with it also. But it rotted out this sidewall that far back, so we got all that cut out. Got some more cleaning to do, try to get all this off. This is stripped down to the wallpaper. We're going to back it with some Luan right here. All this is still good. Clean all the insulation out. I've cut all the rotten studding out. So there was a brace that went across the bottom. We pulled that out. We're going to replace that. The end of this one was rotten. We're going to replace that. And then the one up the wall. And then you can see where I cut part of the last truss off and the top header board across the top right there. I cut that out. We'll replace all that. There's a section of roof, little corner piece that I had to cut out. We're going to replace that. But we cleaned all this off so that we can keep the wallpaper and not have to worry about going inside and redoing all of that. But so the water ran down in this corner. Then they had this plastic tucked up around that bottom piece. Water ran across. Somebody knew that was a problem, because they took a knife and cut a slit in it right there to drain the water, and right here. But the water ran across, ponded up on this side. This side is still solid. It'll hold a screw, so we're going to let that side roll. And all of this is below the floor level. Floor level's right here, so this is just basically on the exterior anyway. So we're going to leave that. But anyway, we're going to do all of that, replace some lights, and recaulk the whole camper, vacuum up all this insulation. We're going back with foam board, the Pink Panther foam board. Get rid of the batting in this back end right here. But yeah, we're about ready to get started on that. Get all this cleaned up, and then we'll glue the insulation in. Try to work around all these wires. But it is a bunkhouse. Triple slide. But the rest of the camper seems pretty good. I'm gonna get a roof put on it pretty soon, just so that we don't have any more issues. Get it caulked up, and this should do us for a pretty good while. This is exactly pretty much what we've been looking for. It's like 39 foot 6 inches from the this part of the kingpin to the back bumper. So in the future, when we get it outside, we'll open up the slides and go through it and show you all of that. Right now, I guess we'll just kind of piddle on this, and I'll as we make progress, I'll show you how much we get done. All right, so got a little update on the camper. So you've seen it before, and had it tore down to this bare wall, and then there was wallpaper here. We put some Luan in here and replaced all of this studding. Got it all the way across the bottom. It's glued and screwed in. Then we replaced this piece of plywood right here underneath the Phylon fiberglass outside. And all of that's stuck real good. So also done some work up on top of the roof where it was the same as this. Then I've tore out all of this outside kitchen area. The cabinets were kind of sagged right here, and that one had some water damage on it where it was in the corner where that was leaking. And it was also, that's where your mini fridge is supposed to sit, in this corner. So it was kind of tilted back toward this wall. And I was just kind of worried that if the fridge ever leaked or condensation or anything like that, it would all hit that top and run back to this corner. So I didn't want any issues there, so I'm going to redo that. And so anyway, that's the progress report so far. Everything's coming along pretty good. We're getting ready to put some insulation in. All right, guys, this is where we're at now. I got a little carried away. Well, I guess we got a little carried away, and things was going so fast I didn't film all the steps we took. But basically, you know, the last thing you seen was where we had replaced all the studding in the back wall. Then we went in with this insulation board, and if you can remember, there's wires running up through all of this stuff, so we cut this stuff up and put it in there as best we could, and got everything insulated. And then we took Luan, if you can see it right there. We basically laid this piece of Phylon down over top of the Luan, and traced it out, marked all of our holes, and then cut the Luan. It was 3 pieces of Luan to make this. Then we put liquid nails on all the studs and put the Luan up and stapled the Luan in, and got all that tightened up and in good shape. Then we had to turn this piece of this panel right here over on it face down, and it's like cardboard. It's real thick cardboard. I got a piece up here. So basically this is what is glued to that Phylon. It was thicker than this, obviously, and we tore it all off. So the edges that had gotten wet were just brittle and crumbling off, and so we ended up tearing it all off, and it would come off in strips, you know, just like you're tearing cardboard apart in those thin pieces that you just seen. But we got all that tore down and stripped down, and we sanded it with the sander and got it in good shape. Then we used We used this 3M90 contact adhesive and sprayed down this wall. We dry fit it first, put the whole thing up there. Then we clamped it where we could and peeled this wall back, or kind of leaned this wall back and sprayed both sides, this piece of Phylon and the Luon that was attached to the camper, and got that in good, got that stuck so that it was true, and then stapled this wall and over about to right here. We sprayed over to this window, and then we put clamps down this window to hold it in place. Then we took that wall and curled it back this way and started spraying it across, up and down, and took I bought a veneer roller, and we took that and basically just worked it back and forth across this wall to make sure that it stuck everywhere. And like I said, we just kind of worked it across, spraying it, and that stuff you have to let it dry for like 2 minutes or something so it'll set up. So we'd spray a little bit and then work it over a little bit, and anyway, worked our way all the way across. It's solid all the way across now. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Now we just got to get all the lights back in, the trim on, that window, and that door that goes right here. So I'm going to use butyl tape on all of the trim and the window and the door. And then I bought some caulking. It's Duralink 50 made by Chemlink. It's supposed to be some really good stuff. So then I'll go over and caulk the whole camper, all the trim that we put on and everything. Just the whole camper, I want to go ahead and caulk it all too. I bought a case of 24, so that ought to do it. So guys, that's pretty much it. And there's still some things that we'd like to do. Like I said, I took all the stuff out of this kitchen area right here, and I don't think I'm going to put any of that back. I'm probably going to do something different. I kind of like this lower height better, but I got some ideas. We'll come up with something. I'll put the sink back, so I may just do a cabinet over to here, or a shelf over to here just to put the sink in. And yeah, that's about it. All right, so we got it back home, got everything finished up, and got the wall back on it, good and solid. Everything caulked around. It does need some cleaning, but yep, really happy with the way it turned out. So guys, this is just I just kind of wanted to share our experience with you on this, and we'll do a better tour video later when we get everything put up. It's still, I got plywood inside and tools everywhere. So anyway, we'll get it all straightened out and get it cleaned up, and then we'll do another video on it and view the inside. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you hadn't already, go down and subscribe. We sure would appreciate it. We'll see you next time.